The story starts with a young girl named Marie Moreau, happily playing with her sister while their parents watch the news. On TV, there's a super-fast hero called A-Train. Everything feels normal until Marie suddenly gets a sharp pain in her stomach. She rushes to the bathroom and her mom follows her, worried over Marie's reaction. But Marie locks the door. Inside, Marie sees blood for the first time. She doesn't know what's happening or what a period is, and seeing the blood freaks her out. Then, something weird happens. The blood starts floating in the air. Marie gets even more scared. Without meaning to, she causes everything in the bathroom to shake and fall. Her mom hears the noise, opens the door, and steps in. She sees the blood floating, and suddenly the blood shoots out like a weapon, cutting her neck. She falls, bleeding badly. The chaos brings Marie's dad running, but when he sees what happened, he freezes. Marie, completely panicked, screams. Her scream makes all the blood explode around the room, hitting her dad with deadly force. He doesn't survive. Her sister walks in and finds both of their parents on the floor, covered in blood. The story jumps to the present. Marie wakes up in a shelter, waiting to hear if she's been accepted into Godolphin University. She gets up, goes through her routine, and practices controlling her blood powers. She's gotten really good at it now. Outside, she sees a girl with powers being taken away by force. At 4 p.m., Marie checks the results and finds out she's been accepted to Godolphin University. She talks to Vanessa about it, but Vanessa isn't thrilled. Still, she lets Marie go. A commercial plays, promoting the school and how it's shaping future superheroes. Marie starts her first day at school, walking through the campus and seeing students with all kinds of powers. Meanwhile, Emma Meyer is in her room. She's really small and recording a video for her YouTube channel. Marie walks in, surprised to see someone so tiny. Emma quickly runs off to change size and then greets Marie properly. She introduces her pet, talks about her channel, and gives her a tour of the room. Emma takes Marie to Godolphin Stadium to watch a match between the top students. She points out the Golden Boy and says she likes him. Luke Reardon, the Golden Boy, tells his girlfriend Kate Dunlap about his nightmares. They begin kissing on the track until another student steps up to fight. The match starts. Luke beats his opponent badly. Marie watches from the stands and says she wants to be in the arena one day. But her excitement fades when she sees Luke rip off his opponent's arms. After the fight, Marie checks her schedule using Emma's phone and notices something seems wrong. Marie goes to meet the professor, hoping to talk about the class. Instead, she finds Jordan, who tells her that she hasn't been chosen for Intro to Crime Fighting. They start arguing. Then the professor arrives. Marie tries to change his mind, but he says no. He tells her to stay in performing arts. Feeling upset, Marie walks away. She suddenly sees a student running, chased by police. Someone tells her the student is a meth addict. Marie uses her power to make the boy fall. As he's caught, he yells that he won't go back to the woods. The next day, Marie tells Emma about what happened, but Emma only talks about the social media fame she could have gained from the moment. She tells Marie to try making friends, but Marie starts feeling out of place and pulls away from the talk. They both open up about why they came to Godolphin and realize they want different things from this place. Elsewhere, Luke meets with Brink. They remember how they first met. Brink shows Luke a new suit made from a strong material that doesn't burn. He tells Luke he might get to replace Maeve or Starlight. He is being considered to join the Seven. Suddenly, Luke hears a voice calling his name, but no one else seems to notice. Later, Andre walks up to Marie. He says he remembers her from the night before when she helped catch the student. He invites her to hang out with him, Luke, and the others. She says no, but he tells her she can still come to the crime-fighting building later if she changes her mind. That night, Emma tries to convince Marie to go. Marie agrees and borrows clothes from Emma. She joins the group for the outing. Luke, Kate, Jordan, and Andre go along too. Emma stays home and checks her YouTube comments. She gets a message from Liam asking to hang out. On a rooftop, the group hangs out. Marie stands quietly, looking into the distance. Luke notices and walks over to talk to her. They open up to each other. Marie lies at first about how she got her powers, but then tells the truth. She talks about her parents. Luke shares about his brother and reveals that being a hero isn't as perfect as it looks. Emma invites Liam over, and they get close. He asks her to shrink for a personal desire. Emma hesitates, but agrees. She goes to the bathroom, makes herself throw up to trigger her shrinking ability, and gets ready. At the same time, Marie and the others reach a club. Kate uses her power to trick the bouncer, and they all get inside. Meanwhile, Emma and Liam try out his strange idea, but Liam's feelings of shame and insecurity begin to show. Inside the club, Luke, Andre, and Jordan talk about the rankings and try to plan their next steps. On the dance floor, Marie and Kate enjoy themselves. Then, Luke steps away and sees another vision of his brother in the woods crying out for help. Elsewhere in the club, Andre tries to impress a girl. He changes a coin into a bird using his powers. On her request, he makes the bird fly over to drop it near an old man's drink, but someone bumps into him. The bird loses control and accidentally pierces a woman's vein. She starts bleeding badly. Panic spreads. Blood sprays across the room. Everyone runs, but Marie stays. Flashbacks of her mother's death hit her, but she stays strong. She focuses and uses her blood powers to stop the woman's bleeding. People take videos and cheer her bravery. The next morning, Maverick arrives and tells Marie to go to Brink's office. She goes in, hoping for good news, but is shocked. Brink thanks her for helping, but blames her for the woman's injury. He says she's expelled. The others, including Luke and Andre, will not face punishment because the school wants to protect them. Marie walks out, feeling broken. Outside, she sees Emma and blames her for convincing her to go out that night. Meanwhile, Luke hears the voice again. He opens a door and sees himself in the woods. His brother Sam appears, asking for help. Marie stops near a building and breaks down. She tries to calm herself and then decides to go back to speak to Brink again. On the way, she sees Jordan and lashes out in anger. Then, she rushes to Brink's office. But there she sees something shocking. Luke is on fire, hugging Brink and burning him alive. Marie is stunned but agrees to keep the event quiet. Luke doesn't believe she can be trusted and starts chasing her. She finds Jordan again, who tries to stop Luke and protect Marie, but Luke believes Jordan is also part of the lies. A fight starts. Luke knocks down Jordan and chases Marie onto the campus lawn, where other students watch. Andre steps in, trying to calm Luke. They hug. Luke feels everything crashing down. He flies up into the sky, hovers for a moment, and then explodes. His body bursts into pieces, covering the whole area in blood and flesh. Luke's friends gather around the place where he died. Everyone stands quietly, filled with sadness and confusion. They try to make sense of what happened, but no one has answers. The loss is heavy. Meanwhile, at the school's headquarters, Ashley and the public relations team start planning how to handle the situation. They decide not to tell the full truth. Instead, they create a story that makes Marie and Andre look like heroes. The public will see them as the ones who saved the day. At the same time, the new student rankings are announced. Andre is placed at the top, ranked number 1. Ashley also questions Indira about a secret place called the Woods, but Indira doesn't give her a straight answer. She avoids the question and talks about how proud she is of how things are going. Ashley doesn't agree. She reminds Indira that this whole situation is a major failure. Later, Marie returns to her dorm. Emma is there and tries to make her feel better. She talks a lot and moves quickly, but instead of helping, she ends up making Marie feel more stressed. Marie just wants some peace. She makes a quiet promise to herself to stay focused no matter what. Then she goes to bed. The next morning, Marie gets ready for classes, but as soon as she steps out, students start coming up to her. Everyone wants to talk, ask questions, or take pictures. She learns from one of them that she's made it into the top 10 rankings, which is very rare for a freshman. Meanwhile, Andre sees that he is ranked number 1, and Jordan sees that she is number 5. Later, Jordan visits the place where Brink died. She stands there alone, paying her respects. Kate walks up and says a few words, trying to comfort her. That evening in the cafeteria, Marie finds herself in the center of attention again. People watch her as she eats. Then she meets Jeff, the school's social media director. He gives her a quick rundown of what's been happening and tells her about all the special treatment she'll be getting. Marie is surprised to hear the rumor that she was the one who fought and beat Luke. People believe it, and they admire her. She doesn't correct them, but she stays quiet and humble. Jeff quickly brings Marie to an interview setup and introduces her to a woman named Courtney. While this happens, Andre is having a conversation with his father. Andre wants to know if Luke left any message before he died, but his father misunderstands and simply tells him to stay strong and take this moment as a chance to shine. Courtney gives Marie a set of clothes and tells her to follow a script during the interview. She is expected to act a certain way for the media. Marie doesn't feel fully comfortable, but she agrees. She and Andre go for a photo shoot and then sit down for the interview. On the way out, Andre speaks privately to Marie. He asks her if Luke ever said anything about his dad. Marie remembers and tells him that Luke said just one thing: the woods. Andre then shares something important. Before dying, Luke told him that his dad was somehow connected to it. Andre believes something is wrong. He feels that Luke's death doesn't add up and that there's more to the story. He asks Marie for help, but she turns him down. She says she barely knew any of them and reminds him that she almost got expelled over what happened at the club. Unlike Andre and the others, she didn't have anyone powerful protecting her. Later that day, Marie goes to attend her acting class. As soon as she walks in, all eyes are on her. The teacher puts her in the spotlight, talking about her recent actions. Marie feels the pressure of all the attention. At the end of the class, the teacher gives everyone an assignment. Each student must create a short film with a partner. After class, Emma tries to talk to Liam. She asks if they are still together, hoping for a clear answer. But instead, Liam shows up with a new girl by his side. Emma feels hurt and confused. Just then, a girl named Justine steps in. She makes a bold guess that Liam had asked Emma to shrink herself to boost his his ego. Embarrassed, Liam walks away without saying much. Justine then introduces herself properly to Emma. The two quickly connect and decide to work together on the film assignment. It's a fresh start for Emma. Later, Jordan confronts Marie angrily. She accuses Marie of taking credit for fighting Luke, even though it wasn't true. Marie reminds her that she had tried to join Jordan's class, but was rejected. She also tells her that she didn't choose this spotlight, it was forced on her. She's only following the plan the school gave her. She explains how close she came to getting expelled and how she had no one to support her. Jordan listens, then switches to his male form. He admits that he made a mistake and asks Marie to help him out. He wants her to mention his name during the next interview to fix his reputation. Marie doesn't like the idea, but agrees in the end. Elsewhere, Andre and Kate talk privately. They both believe that Luke's story doesn't end here. Andre says Luke wouldn't stop until he found the truth, and now he feels it's their turn to do the same. Later, Justine and Emma sit down to look for scenes they can recreate for their project. Justine promises Emma that she won't force her into playing a tiny character. Emma is relieved. She doesn't like shrinking because it means she has to make herself throw up, and it takes a toll on her body. For once, she feels respected. That same day, Marie gets called into Indira's office. Indira speaks to her in a calm and friendly way, pretending to care. She says she wants to help. Slowly, Marie begins to open up. She talks about her younger sister, who got adopted after their parents died. She says she doesn't know where her sister went. Her biggest hope is to earn enough money one day to find her. After the meeting, Indira heads into a secret underground room. Inside, Sam is strapped down. Indira tells him that trying to escape will only make things worse. Dr. Edison is there too. He pushes a long needle into Sam's back and hammers it in without mercy. Elsewhere, Andre and Kate visit Luke's old room. But when they get there, it's completely empty. Everything is gone. The room has been cleaned out and bleached, as if Luke never lived there. Later, Emma walks across campus and hears students laughing. She sees a group watching a video on their phones. It's a clip that Justine posted, exposing Emma's secret about how she shrinks. Angry and humiliated, Emma storms into Justine's room. There, Justine is busy filming another video of a different girl licking her own tail for attention. At the same time, Andre thinks about what Luke said before he died. Something about his dad. He goes to the statue of his father on campus. He opens a hidden compartment in the statue's crotch area and pulls out a phone. On the phone is a video message from Luke. In the video, Luke reveals the truth. His brother Sam isn't dead. He's still alive and being kept in a secret hospital under the school, a place they call the Woods. Andre and Kate are shocked. At first, they wonder if Luke had lost his mind. They remember that Sam had schizophrenia and was said to have died in a mental health facility. But now they aren't sure what to believe. They start to piece the puzzle together. Maybe Luke wasn't crazy. Maybe he was right all along. Just as things are making sense, Andre looks at the time and realizes he's late for the interview. Kate encourages him to go, saying they'll dig deeper into everything the next morning. Marie reads through the script written for her upcoming interview, and as she goes through it, she notices that the story carefully removes any hint that someone else helped stop Luke. It leaves no space for Jordan's part in what happened. Marie knows this isn't right. She decides to prepare her own version of the story. She practices it, planning to speak honestly and give Jordan the credit he deserves. At the same time, Andre walks toward the interview venue. On the way, he passes by Luke's memorial and suddenly changes his mind. He walks into Brink's old office instead, hoping to find some answers. Inside, he finds a laptop. Using his powers, he hacks into the files and finds a folder called Woods. Inside, there is a file named Sam. When he opens it, he realizes the boy in the file is the same one he saw running away the other night, Luke's brother. He quickly takes a photo of the screen. But before he can do anything else, the SWAT team breaks into the office. Andre hides just in time. As he stays still, his phone buzzes. His father keeps calling. The interview is about to begin and he's not there. Meanwhile, Marie arrives at the interview location. Haley, the interviewer, tells her they won't ask anything about her sister. Then she reveals something painful, that they have already contacted her sister, Annabeth, and she doesn't want to have a relationship with Marie. This hits Marie hard. Her heart sinks. In that moment, she changes her mind. She forgets her promise to Jordan. When the interview begins, she follows the script and takes full credit for stopping Luke. Later that day, she returns to her room. She sees messages from Emma waiting on her phone, but she doesn't respond. Instead, she looks at a photo of her family and begins to cry. Somewhere else in the building, Emma throws up in the sink to shrink herself down again. At the same time, Marie cuts her palm open, letting her blood flow freely. Later, Marie visits Indira. She asks if she knows anything about her sister. Indira doesn't give a clear answer, but hugs Marie gently. This breaks Marie's strength. and she cries in her arms. Meanwhile, Andre follows a group of guards into a hidden staircase. As he watches, a janitor accidentally enters the area. Without warning, the guards kill him by cutting his throat. Andre freezes. Before he can move away, a guard appears behind him and sees him. Andre reacts quickly, using his powers to push the guard's weapon away. But the guard pulls out a device that makes a strong, painful sound. The noise is too much, and Andre drops to the ground. Another guard walks up and mocks him, saying disturbing things. Suddenly, Kate appears. She grabs one of the guards by the neck and tells Andre to fight back. At the same time, one guard is forced to use his power against the other. This gives Andre enough time to recover. He stands up, but Kate becomes dizzy and collapses. Luke and Kate walk into Sam's cell. Sam is hitting the wall again and again. Luke moves closer and tries to calm him. They go in for a hug, but suddenly, a guard shoots Sam in the stomach. Sam loses control and goes wild. Kate steps in and uses her power to push him into sleep. Then, Kate suddenly wakes up. It was only a dream. Kate finds Andre lying beside her. They talk about the dream. Kate does not want Andre to go and save Sam. She is worried and speaks from the heart. During this moment, they both feel something special between them. That same night, Marie hears Emma's voice and looks around. She finds Emma, but Emma has become very small. They quickly give her some food. After eating, Emma returns to her normal size. Marie tries to tell her that making herself sick is dangerous, but Emma says that this is how her power works. It's like how Marie has to cut herself to use her own ability. They argue and get upset with each other. After that, they stop talking. The next day, Marie eats pancakes and talks to Indira. Indira understands how Marie feels after the interview. She invites Marie to a fundraiser event. Marie agrees to go. Later, students in media training watch clips of Marie, but Polarity doesn't support her. Instead, he tells everyone to focus on Andre. He invites Andre to come with him to the fundraiser. Andre asks his father if using powers to help others is a good thing, but his father leaves for his speech without answering. The next day, Justine says sorry to Emma for sharing her secret. Emma finds out Justine is recording again. She walks away and sees her mother walking toward her. They sit down and talk. Emma feels like her mom is too controlling. Her mom says she saw the video on YouTube and asks her to come to the fundraiser. Later, Marie goes to Kate and says sorry, but Kate brings up the things Marie said on camera. Marie leaves. Then, there's a memory of Kate trying to help Luke during one of his bad moments. Next, Jordan is in bed with another student when her parents show up. She quickly sends the student away. He disappears through the wall. Jordan turns back into a boy to meet her parents. At night, the students get ready for the fundraiser. Marie walks around the event with Indira. They talk to people. Indira tells Marie to stay sharp if she wants to be number one. Emma's mom introduces her to Courtney. Courtney offers her a role in a reality show, but Emma sees that the role is only about gaining pity, not about being strong or inspiring. Jordan tries to talk to the guests and impress them, but it doesn't go well. His parents step in to help him. Emma, feeling stressed, goes to the washroom. Marie walks in. They aren't supposed to talk, but Emma says something nice about Marie's dress. Marie asks for help with how to use the washroom in such a dress. Emma helps. Marie says sorry for everything. They hug. Emma returns to the group and asks if they can make the show more inspiring. Her mother says no, and Emma walks away, upset. Andre sees her and follows. They sit and talk. Jordan argues with her parents, who are not happy with who she has become. Andre tells Emma about the plan to rescue Sam. She agrees right away. He takes her to the bunker, where she has already shrunk. He gives her a GPS tag and explains what to do. Then she slips under the door and heads into the asylum. Emma hides in Sam's food tray and gets into his room. Sam sees her right away and traps her under a cup. He wonders if she is real or just part of his mind playing tricks on him. At the fundraiser, Marie's face is shown on a banner. A short video plays to remember Brink. Andre gets nervous because Emma hasn't come back yet. His father notices and questions him. Andre talks about the secret hospital underground. Polarity is shocked that Andre knows and tells him to stay quiet. Then, someone calls Polarity away. Sam doesn't believe Emma is real and asks her many questions. She gets some answers wrong. Still, she tries hard to show she is there to help. He says he wants to stay, but she tells him it's his brother's plan to save him. Sam listens and agrees to help. He says he will give her the codes to open the doors. Meanwhile, Marie talks with Indira and slowly realizes she is only being used for public image. She walks away. Jordan teases her and says her parents liked Marie more. Marie opens up and shares that she didn't know she had powers until her first period, and that's when she accidentally killed her parents. Jordan and Kate invite her to join them. Kate shares that she once pushed her brother away and told him to never come back. After that, her parents stopped touching her. She tells Marie that it wasn't her fault and comforts her. Back in the cell, Sam and Emma have a deep talk. They enjoy their time together. Emma says she will leave soon when the food trays are collected. She hopes to see him again. Sam thanks her and tells her she is beautiful. Andre shares the plan with the others. Suddenly, alarms go off. Sam hides Emma on a shelf and tells her to run when the power goes out. He drops to the floor. A guard comes in and shocks him awake. Emma quickly jumps onto the guard, enters his ear, and causes him to bleed and fall. She comes out the other side. Right then, 2 more guards rush into the room. Indira and Dr. Cardoza arrive at Sam's cell after he and Emma have escaped. They walk through the halls and see bodies lying along the way. This is the path Sam and Emma used to get out. At a drainage pipe, Indira notices a tiny shoe. She guesses it might belong to Emma. Somewhere else, Andre, Marie, Jordan, and Kate follow Emma's GPS signal. But when they get to the location, they only find a tracker with blood on it. They leave, hoping to find other signs that will lead them to her. Meanwhile, Emma wakes up. Sam places her gently on a table at an old drive-in movie theater. He thanks her for saving him. He says he wants to ask Luke for help, but Emma tells him that Luke is gone. Sam breaks down. He starts destroying things around him and then hits himself on the ground. Emma tries to calm him. She tells him she will not leave, but Sam believes that all good people always leave in the end. Next, there's a trailer for Tech Knight's show. He films a part where he talks about the mystery behind Golden Boy's death. Later, Tech Knight appears in Indira's office. They talk about what has been going on. He says he knows Luke took his own life after killing Brink, thinking it would save his brother. He tells Indira that he wants to blame another student for everything. Indira warns him not to go after the top 5 students. He also finds out she hasn't told him or Vought everything. He demands to see all of Golden Boy's personal records for his investigation. Later, Andre goes to Kate's room. He apologizes and tells her that his father has known about the woods all along. Marie visits Rufus, a psychic, and asks for help to find Emma. Rufus acts strange. He asks her to sit close to him so he can use his powers. Marie wakes up inside his room and sees Rufus standing naked. Just then, Jordan enters. Marie uses her blood powers and makes his penis explode. And as they leave, Jordan asks Marie why she made that choice. Jordan also warns her that Tech Knight is on campus and it might not be safe for her. Andre and his father prepare for their interview with Tech Knight. They talk about what happened on the day Luke died. Andre didn't want to harm Luke, but his dad had other ideas. During the interview, Tech twists the story. He blames Andre, Jordan, and Kate in separate interviews. Andre gets angry and walks out while the cameras are still recording. Meanwhile, Sam sees that Emma is back to her normal size. They talk wildly and laugh at dark jokes, growing closer. Then Sam leaves to look for more food. As he walks away, his mind starts to play tricks. He hears strange sounds and begins to hallucinate. Marie goes to a lecture. Indira stops her and asks why she didn't come for lunch. She also asks what's been happening with Emma, who has been missing classes. Indira then brings Tech Knight in to speak to the class. Tech uses the class to question Marie. He turns the lecture into an interrogation. He pushes her to explain what happened the day Luke died. Marie struggles under pressure. Tech points out changes in her body, like her eyes and heartbeat. Marie finally says that she didn't fight Luke alone. Jordan helped her. Tech shows off his skills by saying he can break people during interviews. After class, Indira speaks to Tech and tells him to stop involving the top 5 students. Tech agrees but warns her. He says he might blame her instead. He also tells her he knows Sam escaped from the woods. Later, Sam sees another vision. This time, he sees Jason Ritter from television. The hallucination tells him terrible things and convinces him to go after Dr. Cardoza. Sam loses control again. Emma finds him and tries to calm him down, but Sam runs off. He jumps out of the store, determined to find Cardoza. Later in the day, Andre destroys a statue of his father by crushing its head. After doing that, he hugs Kate tightly. Meanwhile, after the lecture, Jordan talks to Marie. Jordan thinks Marie's comment in class was part of a planned strategy, but Marie explains that it was just a real reaction, not a media trick. Jordan understands and admits she's scared too. She shapeshifts into her male form, and they begin kissing. Suddenly, Emma rushes in and tells them Sam is on his way to find Dr. Cardoza. At a quiet green space away from cameras, Tech meets Indira. He believes she brought him there to confess something, but Indira surprises him. She says she has video proof of him doing strange things, filling holes in public places. She threatens to release the clips if he doesn't stop digging into Golden Boy's case. Tech later records a video where he says that Golden Boy simply lost control and that there is no secret or plan behind what happened. That night, Dr. Cardoza reaches home. He sees Sam approaching his daughter in a frightening way. Cardoza begs him to let them go, but Sam starts smashing things and comes toward him. At that moment, Andre and the others arrive. Andre uses his powers to throw a fridge at Sam. Sam gets even more angry. He sees Andre and Marie and remembers that they were the ones who stopped him the last time he tried to escape. They try to explain they didn't know who he was back then. Before Marie can cut her hand to use her power, Emma steps in and begs Sam to trust them again. But Sam hears something Andre says and becomes furious. A fight starts. Sam attacks almost everyone. Emma quickly eats food, grows to a large size, and grabs Sam. She holds him tight and gently tells him they will help him. Later, Marie wakes up in bed next to Jordan. Andre and Kate are asleep on a couch when something wet and slimy drips onto Andre's face. They wake up, confused and startled, and look around to figure out where they are. As they explore the house, they realize they're in Dusty's place. They wander into another room and find Jordan and Marie lying next to each other, also asleep. Meanwhile, Marie is walking outside. She finds Emma lying naked in a pool, now back to her normal size. Emma looks disoriented. They all gather together shortly after and try to understand what's going on. None of them remember anything that happened recently. Their minds feel blank. Emma checks her phone and finds some video clips from the night before. The clips show Marie and Jordan kissing and also reveal that a video of Emma, naked and large-sized, has gone viral on TikTok. It's a lot to take in. Out of nowhere, Sam appears. He's cheerful and excited to see everyone awake, but the group steps back, unsure of who he is. Sam tells them that their memories were wiped clean and promises to help them. He warns them that the school is hiding something dangerous. Later, the whole group gathers to talk about the blackout. They each realize they've all lost memory of the same time. Marie shares what Sam told her about the missing days and the danger behind it. Kate suggests that someone named Rufus may be responsible for what happened. In another part of the school, Dr. Carlos is stressed and wants to quit his job. He talks to Indira and says he can't take it anymore. But Indira tells him quitting isn't an option. Carlos demands that Marie be captured so he can experiment on her to create a virus that would control young Supes. Indira refuses. Back with the group, Marie tells them about an earlier encounter she had with Rufus. Kate also adds that she had a strange moment with him too. Their stories make Andre upset. Without saying much, he storms off to find Rufus himself. Emma walks through the hallway and gets noticed by other students. Many cheer her on, impressed by the video that went viral. At the same time, Jordan walks beside Marie and tells her that what happened between them doesn't have to be awkward. They agree to stay cool with each other. They see Rufus talking with Indira and decide to step in. Marie holds back, saying she doesn't fully trust Indira yet and wants to wait until she's gone. Once Indira walks away, they make their move. They follow Rufus, but he notices them and starts running. A chase begins. Eventually, they catch him, but something feels off. They soon realize the person they caught isn't Rufus at all. It's Benny, a shapeshifter, paid to pretend to be him. Meanwhile, the real Rufus walks into his room and is surprised to find Andre already inside, waiting for him. Andre uses his powers to lock the room, trapping Rufus inside. He demands answers. But then, in a sudden shift, Andre finds himself no longer in the room. He's now standing in line at a fast food place, confused and disoriented. That night, Marie returns to her room and hears that Emma is climbing the student ranks quickly. Emma seems excited but distracted. Marie tells her about her earlier talk with Jordan. While they talk, Emma finds a sweatshirt from the Stardust Drive-In Theater. It reminds her of something Sam had mentioned earlier. Meanwhile, Sam, who is alone and struggling with a mental breakdown, in his mind, he sees a puppet version of Emma. The sound of helicopters fills the air, and suddenly, everything around him changes. Sam himself turns into a puppet, and puppet soldiers begin to drop from the sky, armed and ready to fight. In a wild, violent outburst, Sam attacks and destroys all of them. Just as the hallucination ends, reality returns, and Sam runs away. Back in her room, Emma starts thinking seriously about Sam's words. Something about them feels true. She decides to head out and find him. At the same time, Marie notices a strange pressure near her collarbone. She uses her powers to remove what looks like a tracker from under her skin. Shocked, she heads out to tell Kate about it. Marie meets Kate and explains everything about the tracker. She says this is bigger than just Rufus, and she suspects Indira is part of it. Kate listens silently, then gently takes Marie's hand. Without warning, she erases Marie's memory again. Elsewhere, Jordan talks to Maverick about her feelings for Marie. Maverick encourages her to speak with Kate about it. Later, Jordan finds Marie and tries to start a conversation, but she notices the injury on Marie's collarbone and asks about it. Marie looks confused. She doesn't remember how she got it. Jordan also brings up something Marie said before chasing Rufus. But again, Marie has no memory of it. Jordan becomes suspicious and thinks someone erased her memory again. She leaves, clearly upset. Marie then spots something unusual around Jordan's collarbone as well. Meanwhile, Kate visits Indira and shares her frustration. She says the others are starting to realize that something is wrong, even after the memory wipes. Indira reminds her that they must keep playing along for everyone's safety. Emma finally arrives at the Stardust Drive-In Theater. Sam watches her from a distance, making sure she came alone. Slowly, he walks up to her. Emma still doesn't remember him but says she believes him. She apologizes for not remembering, and Sam shares that Kate erased Luke's memories of him too. That night, Kate goes to Andre's room. She asks to spend some time together, and they sit down to watch TV. During the quiet moment, Andre admits that he doesn't feel safe at the school anymore. He thinks they should leave. Suddenly, he gets a message from Jordan saying she has found Rufus. Jordan and Marie quickly rush to confront Rufus. As soon as they find him, they attack. Rufus panics and pleads with them, saying he hasn't done anything. He explains that he's been in his room for over 5 hours and couldn't have erased anyone's memory. Right then, Marie gets a phone call from Emma. Emma tells her that Rufus isn't the one behind it. Marie turns to Jordan and tells her to stop, but it's too late. Andre storms into the room. Furious, he slams Rufus through the wall using his powers. Then he pins him down with sharp grass vines and almost cuts off his head with a shovel. Before it's too late, Kate steps in and stops Andre. She finally confesses the truth. She is the one who wiped everyone's memories. She returns Andre's lost memories, allowing him to remember everything. Andre stands still, heartbroken. The betrayal from Kate is too much. Without saying another word, he walks away. Kate uses her powers to return everyone's memories. Now that they all remember the truth, the room fills with tension. Andre, feeling betrayed, tells Kate he no longer trusts her. The weight of the guilt starts to crash down on her. Suddenly, Kate begins seeing strange visions, hallucinations of Marie and Jordan blaming her for everything. The stress becomes too much, and within moments, she suffers a stroke. Her body goes still, and the others panic. They check her pulse and realize it's dropping fast. Marie steps in quickly and uses her powers to control the blood inside Kate, stabilizing her pulse and saving her life for the time being. Elsewhere, Dr. Cardoza and Indira walk into Betsy's room. She is coughing heavily, clearly unwell. Dr. Cardoza explains that the virus they are testing is working as expected. He asks Indira to prepare the final report for vote, but Indira tells him to wait. She wants to test how far they can push the virus. She wants to increase the dose and see how sick Betsy can get. Back with the group, they move Kate to a room to let her rest, but suddenly she wakes up and vanishes. The room around them begins to break apart, and nothing feels real. The group walks out and soon realizes they are no longer in the real world. They are inside Kate's mind. As they explore, they see a woman and a police officer calling out for someone named Caleb. It's a memory from Kate's past. They move deeper and spot Kate trying to reach her mother, only to be pushed away and told to stay distant. Just then, Soldier Boy appears out of nowhere. He warns them that if they don't figure things out soon, Kate's mind will shut down, and they'll all be stuck in her head forever. He points to the thunder in the sky and explains that it's the sound of her brain breaking apart, blood vessels bursting. Before they can respond, a bolt of lightning strikes them, and everything fades out. Meanwhile, at the Stardust Drive-In, Emma finds Sam again. Their feelings for each other grow stronger, and even though it's Sam's first time being close to someone like this, they share an intimate moment and make love. Back inside Kate's mind, the group finds themselves in a memory of her room. They watch as her mother allows Indira to visit Kate. Indira comforts her gently and offers her pills to quiet the noise in her head. It's a quiet, sad moment showing how deeply Kate has struggled. Suddenly, they're pulled into a new memory, this time in a classroom. Kate and Luke are just becoming friends. The moment feels calm, but things quickly change. Luke plays a video showing Andre kissing Kate while she was still his girlfriend. Furious, Luke pulls out a gun and fires at Andre, but he misses, and the bullet hits Dusty instead. The group tries to use their powers, but nothing works. They realize that in Kate's mind, their abilities are useless. They escape the classroom and run into a version of Brink's office. There, they hear a heated argument between Luke and Brink. Jordan appears and secretly listens. Then she rushes in and puts a mask on Luke, knocking him out. The truth is revealed. Jordan had a chance to stop things before, but chose to stay quiet. Back at the drive-in, Emma and Sam enjoy their time together. But after a while, Sam becomes unsure. He thinks he might hurt Emma because of his hallucinations. Emma gently reassures him and tells him she truly wants to be with him. Sam suggests they run away together. Emma hesitates but says no. She believes there's someone who can help them, and they shouldn't give up just yet. The friends find themselves locked in a basement. They look around and see both Luke and Sam unconscious. Nearby, Dr. Cardoza and Indira are performing some kind of experiment on them. Luke wakes up, confused. Kate steps forward slowly. With a heavy heart, she erases his memory and puts him back to sleep. Later, the group appears in Indira's office. There, she and Brink talk to Kate, trying to make her believe that she's helping Luke by doing what they say. Then, Indira turns to the others and tells Kate to erase their memories too. The group runs away. They rush through a door and suddenly find themselves inside Marie's childhood bathroom. The walls and floor are covered in blood. Her sister Annabeth is sitting in the corner. Marie walks up to her, but Annabeth pushes her away, blaming her for everything that happened to their family. Marie gets emotional and yells at Kate, calling her out for saying one thing and doing another. Then, everything changes changes again. They now stand in front of Kate. She offers them a choice to leave without her. She says she will stay behind, disconnected from the real world, but her friends plead with her to come back with them. They tell her that they can fix things together. After some time, Kate agrees, and they all wake up together. Just as they return to reality, Emma walks in with Sam. Sam looks closely at everyone and then locks eyes with Kate. He remembers everything she did and becomes furious. He attacks her, and the others quickly jump in to protect her. Emma steps between them and begs him to stop. She tells him to trust her and let Kate go. They then ask Kate about what Indira has been doing with the students trapped in the basement. Kate says she doesn't know much about it. Meanwhile, Dr. Cardoza calls Indira urgently. He tells her that Betsy has died because of a higher dose of the virus. Instead of being upset, Indira is pleased. She tells him to make the virus contagious. Inside the woods, a few young Supes are trapped. They are locked in separate glass cells, while Dr. Cardoza and Dean Shetty watch from the other side. One of the students carries the most dangerous form of the virus. They are highly contagious. Another Supe slams on the glass wall, begging to be released, but no one moves. Shetty turns to Cardoza and asks if he can adjust the virus again, this time to make it airborne. She wants it to spread even faster. Cardoza looks uneasy. He warns her that making it too deadly might raise concerns, especially with Vought. But Shetty reminds him that this is his creation. If anything goes wrong, she could blame him to protect herself. Later, Kate calls Shetty and asks if they can meet at her house. Shetty says she has an appointment in the city, but tells Kate she can go inside, grab something to eat, and take her pills. Kate lies, saying she already took them. In reality, she's standing alone in a restaurant, her mind filling with voices that won't stop. She's struggling to stay in control. Kate returns to her table where Marie, Andre, and Jordan are sitting. They all look at a nearby TV showing a news report. Vice presidential candidate Victoria Newman and her running mate, Bobby Singer, are coming to Godolphin University for a student town hall. The news sends a wave of unease through the group. Kate then tells them her plan. She will wait at Shetty's house and force her to reveal the truth. But before she can say more, the thoughts of Marie, Jordan, and Andre hit her all at once. Their doubt is loud. They don't trust her. Jordan, now in their male form, snaps at Kate and tells her to stay out of their head. They get up and leave the restaurant. Marie follows, trying to calm them down. She points out that Jordan always changes into their male form when trying to get serious with the group. After a small argument, the tension softens. The two share a quiet kiss. Marie starts to believe maybe Kate isn't doing this on purpose. Maybe she truly can't control her powers. Then an idea comes to Marie and Jordan. What if they bring what they know about the woods to someone powerful, someone with a voice? Victoria Newman could be that person. It's a risk, but it might be their best chance. Meanwhile, Emma is in her room packing Sam's things. She plans to give them to a student with fire powers to burn. She tells Sam to stay in the room while she gets food. As she leaves, Sam becomes distracted by Emma's large collection of sex toys, staring at them with curiosity. Back at the school, Marie and Jordan sneak into Shetty's office. They dig through her drawers and find something shocking, a hidden folder full of clippings and reports about the transatlantic Flight 37 crash. Inside is a passenger list. That's when they realize Shetty's husband and daughter were on that plane. She lost everything in that crash. What they don't know yet is that Homelander let the plane go down. Suddenly, Dr. Cardoza stumbles into the office. Marie and Jordan hide quickly. Cardoza is clearly drunk. He takes out a bottle of Shetty's liquor and pees into it. Then, he places his resignation letter on the desk. He doesn't want any part in killing all Supes. He's done. While this happens, Shetty meets with Grace Mallory in another location. She tries to sell Grace on the airborne virus idea. She knows Grace doesn't like Supes and says this virus could wipe them out completely. Grace doesn't agree. She says she won't support it, and if needed, she'll expose what Shetty is doing at Godolphin. Grace quietly brings up someone from her past, a man with the same mindset as Shetty. She never says his name, but it's clear she's talking about Butcher. She says this kind of thinking once took over his life and broke him. She tries to warn Shetty that it's not too late for her. She could walk away, but Shetty has made her choice. She leaves, committed to her plan. Once Shetty is gone, Grace picks up her phone and makes a mysterious call. She asks the person on the other end if they heard everything. She tells them to keep an eye on Shetty. Whoever's listening, Grace clearly trusts them. Back on campus, Sam grows restless and sneaks out of Emma's dorm. He walks through the halls where students are partying. One of the Supes creates an ice slide, and Sam jumps on, laughing and enjoying himself like a kid at a fair. Then he runs into Rufus, who invites him to a small party. Rufus says Emma will be there, waiting for him. Sam, hopeful and naive, agrees to come along, even though Rufus clearly has bad intentions. Side note, Sam earlier came across Emma's tiny underwear from when she shrinks. It made him smile with curiosity. Meanwhile, on TV, Cameron Coleman is interviewing Polarity about Victoria Newman's upcoming visit to Godolphin. It's clear Cameron doesn't like Victoria and keeps pushing Polarity with sharp questions. Andre and Kate watch the interview from Shetty's house. Suddenly, during the interview, something goes wrong. Polarity begins to seize on live television. His body shakes uncontrollably, and at the same time, his powers go wild. Metal objects around him lift into the air and start flying. Andre immediately rushes out to find his dad. He tracks him down just as an ambulance arrives. Andre jumps in to go with him, but inside the ambulance, things get worse. Polarity's powers spike again, bending the walls inward and threatening to crush everyone inside. Andre tries hard to fight against the force and holds the walls back with his own power. He tells the EMT they have to wake his dad up now or they're not going to make it. Later, the town hall still goes ahead. With Polarity out of commission, Cameron steps in as the host. Students gather outside, holding protest signs and chanting loudly. Inside, Sam sits in the audience with Rufus. Victoria steps on stage and the crowd quickly turns against her. Boos echo through the room. People shout things like "Soup Lives Matter," trying to drown her out. Victoria stays calm. She says she supports soups and believes in equal rights. Outside, Jordan sets up a distraction to help Marie get inside without being noticed. Jordan throws a punch at Justine, knocking her jaw out of place. But to everyone's surprise, Justine heals instantly, most likely her power. Harper films the chaos as students start fighting. Powers clash. The whole place erupts into a wild scene of violence and confusion. Inside the hall, Victoria answers a serious question from a student. They ask why Homelander hasn't faced any consequences for killing a civilian in public. Victoria says he will be judged by a jury of his peers. But before she can say more, the room explodes into full-blown chaos. The students revolt. Soup powers go off everywhere. Fire, ice, force fields, sound waves. Everyone is using what they've got. The town hall turns into a war zone. Victoria is rushed backstage for her safety. Marie catches up and begs for a moment to speak with her. Victoria recognizes her right away and pulls her aside into the green room, away from the madness. Back in the crowd, Jordan, now in their male form, finds Emma in the middle of the protest. The two quickly team up and begin looking for Sam. They find him nearby, full of energy, talking excitedly about his college adventures. He proudly says he's made new friends, including Rufus. Emma and Jordan both know this is a bad sign, but Sam doesn't realize it yet. Meanwhile, Shetty returns home and finds Kate waiting for her in the dark. Kate isn't wearing her gloves. She tells Shetty that she stopped taking her pills because they made her feel empty. Then she accuses Shetty of using her as a tool. Shetty doesn't deny it. Instead, she calmly says she only needs Kate to do one last thing. Then they can leave everything behind. She promises she doesn't want to hurt Kate, only the rest of the soups. Kate listens and starts to believe her. They share a quiet, emotional hug. In the green room, Victoria asks Marie to tell her something about herself. As they talk, Marie picks up something strange. Victoria has compound V in her blood. That means she's a soup, too. Even more surprising, she has the same powers as Marie. Victoria proves it by slicing her hand. She explains that Marie's powers can grow stronger, even dangerous. One day, Marie could explode heads too. Victoria reveals she made sure Marie got into Godolphin. She pushed her application through quickly so she could leave Red River. She's been helping Marie from behind the scenes all along. They bond over their shared past. Both of them grew up as orphans. They remember moments from Red River, some painful, some bittersweet. Victoria then asks what Marie came to say. Marie tells her about the woods and everything happening under the school. Victoria says she'll handle it, but she also warns Marie, if she wants to survive in this world, she'll have to play the game and stay quiet. Later, Andre sits beside his father's hospital bed, watching him sleep. He gets a text from Kate asking him to come to Shetty's house. One by one, the rest of the group arrives there too. Kate decides it's time for the truth to come out. She makes Shetty confess everything. Shetty tells them her real goal is to wipe out all soups. Her reason is that Homelander killed her husband and daughter. Marie tries to reason with her, saying not all soups are dangerous, but Shetty believes they are all born with destruction in their blood. Then, without warning, Kate uses her powers to force Shetty to slit her own throat. Marie begs her to stop, but Kate tells her not to help. Jordan and Emma try to save Shetty, but it's too late. She dies right there. Marie looks at Kate in disbelief. She asks if Kate truly understands what she's just done. Sam steps forward, saying it's justice. His eyes burn with intensity. Kate follows up by saying anyone who doesn't support soups deserves to die. Her mind is warped by trauma. Sam agrees. They now believe that violence is the only way. Meanwhile, in a quiet parking lot, Dr. Cardosa meets with Victoria. He hands her a metal canister, the virus. In return, she gives him a card with information about his family's new hiding place under witness protection. Before letting him go, she checks if he's the only person who knows where the virus is. He says yes. Cardosa looks at the card. It's blank. A moment later, his nose starts to bleed. Then, his head explodes. Victoria stands calmly, flicks some of the blood from her hand, and walks back to her car, and then drives away. Kate stands still, her face blank, but inside her mind is chaos. The thoughts of Marie, Jordan, and Emma crash into her all at once. Their panic is loud and intense. Marie is in shock. She can't believe Kate actually killed someone. Jordan tries to stay calm, thinking about how they need a plan before things get worse. Emma is scared, unsure what to say or do. All their voices mix together in Kate's head. Kate defends herself. She says she didn't do it out of anger. She did it to protect her friends. She believes what Shetty and Brink did to young Soups was cruel, unforgivable. Someone had to take a stand. In her eyes, it was justice. Then Sam speaks up. He hasn't said much until now, but he quietly says that he wants to be a hero too, just like Kate. Emma pleads with him to stay out of it, trying to keep him safe, but Sam gently tells her that this time, he wants to be the one who saves her. Jordan shifts into their female form and stands in the way as Kate and Sam prepare to leave Shetty's house. They want to stop them, but Kate speaks up. Jordan might be able to stop her, but can they stop Sam too? Probably not. Marie makes a quiet, painful decision. She nods to Jordan, silently telling them to let Kate and Sam go. There's too much at risk in a fight right now. Once they're gone, Jordan pulls out their phone and says they should call campus security. Marie immediately disagrees. She says involving others could make things worse. This is their mess. They need to stop Kate and Sam themselves. No one else can get hurt because of this. Elsewhere, Andre sits quietly outside his father's hospital room at 7 Tower. A doctor joins him and shows him brain scans of Polarity. The images show heavy damage. Much of the brain tissue is affected, and though the damage can't be undone, treatment might help slow it down. The doctor gives Andre a list of things his dad needs: seizure medication, physical therapy, and most importantly, he must stop using his powers. Every time he uses them, he's putting his life at risk. Later, Andre walks into the room to see his father awake. Polarity tries to keep a strong face. He tells Andre that it's time to pass the torch. His superhero suit needs to be refitted for his son. It's Andre's turn to carry the family legacy. Polarity tells Andre to stay low, follow the rules, and protect their name. He says he always knew about the woods, but stayed quiet to protect his son. In his mind, keeping their family safe is more important than trying to be a hero. Andre listens quietly, then speaks. He says their powers, the very thing that gives them status, are also the thing destroying them. Maybe instead of hiding from the truth, they should start thinking about how to fix it. Ashley holds a tense meeting with the VOT board at Godolphin University. The group gathers to figure out what to do next. Ashley wonders where Shetty has gone. No one has heard from her. Everything they've tried so far has failed, including the town hall with Victoria Newman. In desperation, Ashley brings up a bold idea. Maybe it's time to bring someone new into the 7. Andre's name gets tossed around as a possible candidate. Meanwhile, Kate and Sam return to the woods. They're not here to hide, they've come to break everyone out. Sam wastes no time and punches straight through a guard's head. Kate takes a different approach, using her powers to convince another guard to unlock all the prison cells. The captives are finally free. Sam stops at his old cell. He peeks inside and sees something strange. The ghostly image of his brother, Luke, waiting for him. Luke doesn't look proud. He warns Sam that killing humans will only lead to more pain. He reminds him that after killing Brink, the guilt was too much to handle. That guilt led Luke to take his own life. Sam refuses to believe it. He says Luke isn't really there and pushes the vision away. Not far from him, Kate walks through the facility and finds the corpse of a Soup infected by the virus. The sight is disturbing. The virus has done massive damage. Kate's face fills with anger. She turns to the newly freed Soups and gives them a speech. She tells them this is their moment. The people who hurt them need to pay. Outside, one of the prisoners steps into sunlight for the first time in years. His eyes squint against the brightness. Then, he spots Rufus nearby. Rufus is filming himself for his fans, as usual. Once the Soup confirms Rufus is also a Soup, he loses control and kills the first human he sees in a violent burst of rage. Rufus, now hiding behind a wall, keeps recording the bloody scene for content. Elsewhere, Marie, Jordan, and Emma arrive at the woods but find the place completely empty. The cells are wide open, and no one is in sight. Marie immediately takes charge. She sends Emma to sweep through the Performing Arts Center. Jordan heads toward the student union to begin evacuating students. Before splitting up, Jordan tells Marie there's a red emergency lockdown button hidden under Shetty's desk. Marie decides to handle that. Across campus, Jeff, the school's over-the-top social media expert, records a new video. He proudly declares his return, free of crutches, and announces the start of Hot Jeff Summer. His excitement doesn't last long. Jeff soon runs into one of the escaped Soups who is destroying everything in her path. He pulls out a sonic whistle, using it to disable her powers. Then, without any hesitation, he slips a chip into her mouth. The chip explodes, killing her instantly, just like Victoria Newman's victims. Blood sprays, and Jeff walks away with no emotion. Back in the vault boardroom, Ashley receives word of what's happening on campus. The escaped soups are attacking. People are dying. The situation is spiraling out of control. Elsewhere, Kate finds Jeff again. This time, she's not letting him go. She records a video with him, making him the center of attention. Then she forces him to do what he made others do. She demands he put the chip in his own mouth. Without protest, Jeff follows the order and explodes on camera. Ashley watches it all happen live, stunned and speechless as the screen goes dark. Adam watches proudly as Liam performs a dramatic monologue from Dawn of the Seven. He calls it the perfect choice, just enough praise for the director without sounding desperate. In the background, tension builds. Sam suddenly moves toward Adam, ready to kill him, but Emma steps in and tells Sam to stop. Her voice cuts through the room, and the other students quickly leave in fear. Adam runs out, and Emma turns to Sam, shaken and heartbroken. She confronts him, asking why he keeps hurting people without thinking. Sam doesn't back down. He accuses Emma of never really caring about him. He believes she only does things to look good in front of others, to be liked. He says what he's doing is right, it's justice. The people behind the woods need to suffer. Then he walks off the stage. Emma breaks down in tears. She gave up so much for him. As she cries, something strange happens. Her body shrinks, smaller than she's ever been before. A physical reaction to emotional pain. At the same time, Kate calls Andre. She sounds calm, even cheerful. She asks him to meet her at the school, saying they can finally be together. Yes, she admits she killed Shetty and let out the prisoners, but to her it was all necessary. Andre doesn't waste time. He leaves Seven Tower to go find her. Back on campus, Sam sees his brother again. Luke's ghost stands in front of him, trying to reach him. Luke begs him to stop. This path won't bring peace. It's only making things worse. But Sam can't take the guilt anymore. He turns to Kate and asks her to take it all away. Kate reaches out and erases his feelings. Sam is numb now. He says it's better like this. No more pain, no more doubt. Marie, focused on stopping the disaster, reaches Shetty's office and hits the red emergency lockdown button. Around campus, students panic. Justine and Harper, trapped in a room without Wi-Fi, scream like it's the end of the world. Elsewhere, Ashley is dealing with pressure from every angle. Adam almost slips up and reveals what they did together during a children's cancer event, forcing her to let him into the boardroom. Across campus, the sonic whistle continues holding most soups in check, but Ashley knows that won't last much longer. She makes a bold decision. If any student can stop the violence, they'll be instantly added to the Seven. She calls Marie and tells her she's being considered for the team. But there's one condition. She must take out everyone responsible for the chaos. No mercy. As the situation worsens, a helicopter arrives to evacuate the Vought board. But before it can lift off, Kate uses a soup to launch a deadly attack. The helicopter spins out of control. Andre shows up just in time and uses his powers to bring it down safely, preventing a tragedy. Marie stands with him and says it's time they become what they were meant to be. Real protectors, the guardians of Godolkin. They prepare to stop everything before more lives are lost. They find Kate leaning against a sign, exhausted and dazed. The sudden stop in her medication is clearly hitting her hard. She looks unwell. Andre tries to reason with her, hoping she'll surrender. But Maverick appears, removing his hat and glasses. He challenges Marie, while Andre rushes off to try and catch Kate before she slips away again. Marie stands still, unable to see Maverick. He's invisible, and she has no idea where he is. Then she remembers something Victoria Newman told her, that she can feel the blood in others. Marie closes her eyes, focuses, and soon senses Maverick's heartbeat and flowing veins. The blood shows her where he is. In an instant, she strikes. Her power flares, and she knocks Maverick out cold. As he hits the ground, his invisibility fades. For the first time, they see what Maverick really looks like. Nearby, Andre is still trying to talk to Kate, but before anything can change, Sam appears and knocks Kate out. Andre rushes in to fight him. It's a brutal battle. Andre holds his own for a while, but Sam is stronger and more intense. He throws heavy punches, nearly breaking Andre. Then Andre sees a fallen baton nearby. He uses his powers to grab it mid-air and channels electricity through it. He jabs the baton into Sam. It takes a moment, but eventually Sam collapses, unconscious. Marie turns to Kate, trying one last time to reach her. She says everything she's done was to protect her sister and become someone better. Kate doesn't believe her. She says she's not a hero, or even a real person, just a product Vought created and used. She feels broken beyond repair. Marie's patience ends. She turns and helps Jordan, who is in the middle of a fight. Jordan switches into their male form and takes a massive blast from a female soup head-on. Marie doesn't hesitate. She focuses on the woman's heart and triggers it. The woman falls dead from a heart attack. Suddenly, another soup makes a run for the helicopter, which is now hiding the vote board, Ashley and Adam. Marie closes her eyes again. This time, she draws blood from the many bodies on the ground. The blood floats up, twisting into sharp blades. With one powerful motion, she sends them flying. The blood blades stab the fleeing soup before he can reach the helicopter. It's brutal and epic. Jordan defeats another attacker. They turn to Marie and smile. It's a rare moment of peace between them. Marie reminds Jordan that together, they're strong. They can actually protect people, but the peace doesn't last. Kate starts walking toward Jordan. She's clearly about to ask them to do something dangerous. There's no time to think. Out of instinct, Marie reacts. She makes Kate's arm explode. Just like that, a single motion, and it pops. Kate screams and falls, holding what's left of her arm, and as Kate sobs in pain, something huge flies down from the sky. The air grows heavy. Then, he lands. Homelander. He looks around slowly at the blood, the bodies, the wreckage of the campus. Marie tries to say something to him, but he raises his finger. Silence. He steps closer, his voice low but full of menace. He questions Marie. Why would she hurt her own kind? Why would she kill Soups? His words hit hard. Even in just a minute, he dominates the moment. He's calm, but dangerous. Unpredictable. Then, without warning, his eyes glow red, and the lasers fire, straight at Marie. Cameron Coleman appears on screen, delivering a dramatic news report about what he calls the Godolkin 4 massacre. He blames the entire incident on Marie, Andre, Jordan, and Emma. He paints them as dangerous and out of control. At the same time, he praises Kate and Sam, calling them the real heroes of the day. His report twists the truth, showing only what benefits a certain agenda. Up in 7 Tower, Homelander watches the broadcast with a smile. Cameron's words clearly please him. Calling Kate and Sam heroes seems like a calculated move, a way to appeal to his loyal followers, especially the darker side of his fan base. It's disturbing, but very intentional. Meanwhile, Marie wakes up in a strange, sterile white room. She's in a hospital bed, wearing a gown. The room has no doors, and everything feels too quiet. Jordan is already there, in their female form, offering a warm but cautious greeting. Emma lounges in the corner, sipping a slushie, acting casual but clearly trying to lighten the mood. Andre sits nearby and tells Marie she did something incredible. She survived Homelander's lasers. There's a sense that Homelander didn't use his full strength. Maybe he held back on purpose. Maybe he just wanted to make a point, not end her life. Marie, still dazed, asks where they are, but no one seems to have a clear answer. At the same time, far away from the group, someone else steps into the picture. Billy Butcher. He walks through the dark halls of the woods, his usual swagger in place. He peeks into a room filled with destroyed equipment and broken walls. With a smirk, he delivers a harsh remark and looks up at a screen, his eyes sharp and focused. Billy's back. And now he knows.